Hey everybody, and welcome back. Little mic difficulties, but we got her working on now. It is harvest time. Got to get into all disjointed. Here we go. There we go. They got a harvester up here. Chomp header.
Okay, you want me to get it or you get it?
Oh, we got two.
Oh, okay.
Raz and I did some math, and we figured it was actually cheaper to get two small harvesters than to get one large harvester with comparable header. So we can basically hammer that field out fairly quick. In fact, faster than a single big harvester for less money.
Sounds good.
It's the advantage of being on the pro side. Hey Henry, Paul, Mouse. Hey Henry, hey Henry. Simulated flight for Matt. General Smith. How is everybody doing tonight? We've got the Nova 330. And then I upgraded to the larger.
After that, what? More
header?
milling, more milling?
Well, I think I want to see how much straw we get off of this field. And if we get a decent amount of straw off the field, I'm thinking we just plant grass in here. So we think we need more straw again, and then pop the crop out. And yeah, more. Jim Barry, you're supposed to be not watching. You're on the wrong team. An idiot. Pro is an idiot. This little Nova doesn't have the horsepower to drive this header.
Alright.
Okay, we'll just get the little smaller header.
Well, I must admit, I'm used to unfolding the combine. I unfolded the combine on the header, and it did some weird shit and ended up behind me.
I've done that. It's an interesting sight if you're pulling the Anderson wrapper and you unfold it. The pitch vanishes, but you're pulling it. This way, our effective working width is 10 meters, whereas bigger in-game headers are like 12, and it's like 3 times the cost for the header, more than double the cost of the harvester for cutback. Truckers MP, huh? Oh, Alien Jim, floating tree. Can't sneak one by on me. Hey, Golden Eye, how you doing? How many hours per day? Oh, I don't know, not a whole lot. I think today I've been on maybe about 3 or 4 hours today. On maybe about 6 hours yesterday evening.
You never say anything. We in PG mode.
Yeah, we're streaming. You see our bank account. We are almost up to $800,000. In fact, we were well over $800,000 earlier in the day. Had a fair bit of lease expenses. Comes time to sell the grain. The bakery has the best price. Great to market. So what did y'all think of the fact sheets last Friday? Yesterday. Yeah, yesterday, right? What do you think of that walk-behind mower? I think the little trailer would be really useful. Mower, not so sure about. 2 meter mower. I mean, I guess if you're the type of player that likes to mow your grass, you know, kind of around your farmyard. Maybe you have an orchard. You want to mow the grass around your orchard trees or something. think it's probably one of the least interesting aspects of the DLC. Now the little trailer, that I think would be quite useful for the farmer that is either a small scale farmer or someone that is looking to have an easy way to transport bales, pallets, and other things. And we get to the end. Nope, 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 nope. Not gonna make it. Tilt the bucket down, that way we don't accidentally get any product in there. It was a little pricey, wasn't it? Looky who is coming into the server. Oh, we could talk all about the floating trees on this map. Mars or Venus or wherever, yeah. Did not make it. I don't know if he made it. What is he doing? Oh, his spaceship crashed over by field 40. He's up there in orbit, over in section 40. Oh my gosh. What are we gonna do? Oh, I think he crashed. What was that map? What was the map in 17 that he did where he had the crashed spaceship? That Mercury Farms, yeah, that had the crashed spaceship. Still has a crashed spaceship on 19, probably. That came out so long ago, I've forgotten no post about it. Park down here, that way I don't have to wait on Darren to come by. So we put this field up here because we thought, well, we're going to need straw. We're going to do TMR. We definitely need straw if we're going to do manure. And manure is a good thing. Use manure for our greenhouses. Double our money. And then we can use the manure also. Excess manure. Oh, I'm running back there. Excess manure at the biogas plant. Good money. So put this field up here for straw. We're gonna bale this and kind of make a game time decision. If we have enough, if we think we have enough straw, then we'll slap grass in here and basically churn through a couple cuts of grass. Until we feel we need more straw, then we'll put oats back in it. Or if we think we do need more straw, then we will it's jumping everywhere. If we do need more straw right away, then we'll just turn this around with oats. Oops. Also have spent quite a long time plowing up a huge field over there. Good chunk of that area was forest, kind of like this right here, and as such didn't have the best density of half grass. So we plowed it up, took the time to plow it up, and then put grass in that earlier today. Be able to get better yields off of that since we basically plowed up the forest ground. Basically trying to be as efficient as we can with our use of equipment. Only have as much as we really have to have. And to that end, well, you probably saw a round bale down there on the hill. And to get rid of the Anderson wrapper, it was causing us too much grief. Actually had to reset the server twice, or restart the server twice, directly as a result of the Anderson wrapper. Doing some interesting things. And last night, Darren and I battled a 20-plus bale snake. And that bale snake was just flailing all over down there, doing all kinds of terrible things with bales that were inside it. We finally were able to wrestle the snake with a couple tractors into the food trough of the cow area. which then allowed us to nibble the snake down to a manageable size until it behaved. And that was kind of the final straw. And it's a wrapper, so we got rid of it. And we picked up the fast bale. So we're going to be back on the round bale bandwagon, if you will. Nathaniel, yes. You didn't check out the Giants announcement of the ambassadors. I am one of the ambassadors for Giants. They announced that a couple weeks ago, maybe 2 weeks ago at this point. Mic check.
Oh, 1, 2, 3, testing.
It works. Yeah, you're loud, but it works.
How's that?
Oh, it's good. So are you still rubber banding?
A little. It's not as bad as it was earlier today. I'm still trying to get used to this steering lag.
What's the ping?
Yeah. At the moment, it's around about 1780-ish.
I know Jamberry's over in the UK. I don't know what his the server's in Atlanta.
It's a fair distance, yeah.
For you, yeah. I'm in the lower 20s. That's like 2 states up. Nathaniel, they list your real name there in the announcement. You missed it earlier. I found the floating tree you left on the map for me.
One tree.
I found one. It's up here back behind these trees.
It wasn't me.
Let's put it there.
Yes.
Off to mow, eh?
Well, you know, if it's here, I'm going to make use of it.
Well, we just planted a whole big rectangle right there. Big chunk of, what was it, 43? Yeah, big chunk of 43 was forest. But didn't have the best grass underneath of it.
Wasn't too time with that little plow we got.
It took pretty much, yeah, it took several hours. Several hours and at least one repair of the plow. I got down to like 4 miles an hour. That is the infamous Alien Jim GoldenEye. For whatever reason, aliens sound British. That tractor's got GPS on it.
I don't want to get too comfortable using these extras. than what I'm used to.
All these fancy PC player.
No comment.
I had a little rubber band issue there. Not my driving.
Yeah. Did you notice, obviously where I moved the glass earlier, on the turning, oversteer, understeer, oversteer.
Yeah, I bailed those earlier. It wasn't too bad. Look at those factories came out this week.
I haven't had a. Oh, here we go. Oh, whoa. Yeah. I haven't had a proper look at it. Yeah, quick look. But a few people asked me if I was going to include it. Oh, almost money well filled. But I don't believe they're seasons compatible.
I don't know. I haven't tried it, but they use the animal functionality, and it really makes me wonder how well they're going to work with seasons, just because seasons themselves change how animals work.
That's it. Because the animals can die off, that will stop production.
Yeah, so that's how they get on consoles. They're using the underlying animal production built into the game, because animals at the heart are just a factory.
Yeah.
When you think about it, you put inputs in. Animals are one input, your foods are another input, and you get outputs. You get like manure, slurry for cows, or pigs reproduce, and chicken. So at the heart of it, they're the equivalent of PC-based factories. How well they'll interact with seasons, I got a question. Seasons make some assumptions. On animals. You go and toy with animals, and they might not work.
Season's going to change it all again. It's going to change the changes. Yeah, as I say, I've only had a quick look, and as far as I can see, I don't believe it's going to be compatible with seasons. Therefore, I don't think I'm going to do any updates to include it.
Now, some of the other ways that I've seen kind of production elements hit console is loop into the EMR mixer.
Yes.
Because I know we talked a long time ago, chat about one of the reasons why we like to do console map. Figure that all of this scripting stuff easy.
Yeah, well, it makes it too easy, and it's not just that. I like to do console
GTX?
because PC, as I say, it gets everything anyway. So there's nothing new I'm going to add to PC ones.
GTX says hey to you and Darren.
Yep, sorry if anyone's saying hi to me in chat. I haven't got chat available at the moment. My other screen's down, so I apologise, but hello in case anyone's saying hello, greetings.
GoldenEye agrees, because I made a statement that all aliens sound British. Agrees. Nathaniel confirms or basically agrees that factories aren't seasoned.
Alright.
And yeah, Canadian goat factories work on 2 maps. Well, that's because the 2 map you have to incorporate the sell points of the products. I think that's
Right. Okay.
you don't put in. I don't know. Is there a placeable sell point that's included with the pack? You don't have one of those, and obviously the map's gonna have those new fill types as available sell points. I don't know how well this idea of having 2 harvesters is working for us. I think it's working out pretty good. Glad we can go up and back basically on 1 load. Oh, Yex says the issue is that you cannot add new fill types to a console mod on a map.
Through the map, yes.
So seasons must do something different for snow and salt
Well, that's kind of
because they added it to the
that
game.
was one of the update. Yeah, they added those to the actual core of the game.
And I guess the same with the pellets.
Yeah,
Well,
I guess again, I haven't really looked into those either, so I couldn't really say about the pellets. But I would assume so. Yes. I try and look into stuff and keep up, but it's very difficult trying to find the time to do everything.
Yeah, I mean, compared to 17, consoles have gotten incredible amount of mods available to them.
Oh God, yeah.
Did the math a couple weeks ago. When I did the math maybe last week for somebody over in Giants Discord work. We don't get any good mods. We don't get any good maps. We're just stuck in this mindset. It was like in 17, consoles had 578, 48, 500 and some mods. All of 17. But
17, yeah.
in 19, at this point, you've got like 2,100 mods available for, and I think 2,700 for PC. Giants mod. I have no idea. I had no easy way of counting the console. Basically, like 70% of what's available PC is also available for console in the Giants mod hub.
Yeah,
And it's like
those
that's
figures.
huge compared to 17
Oh, good, yes.
by 4 or 5 factories.
Yeah, on 17 you'd get a mod for the console probably like once, maybe twice a week if you were lucky.
Yeah, I know. I mean, I'm surprised that P still able to keep up his daily mod updates. Gotta take him half of the day, nearly every other day. I gave up on that. Started 2020. I kept doing that. That's all I would do.
Yes.
I have no chance to play the game. I'm talking about
Well, that's the same for me. I'm always in the editor rather than actually playing.
Happens when you get by the editor bug.
Oh, definitely.
What truck you talking about, Nathaniel? So $12,000 for the first load of oats. That's pretty darn close to paying for all of our leasing of these harvesters and the headers, including that one header mistake. Oats are going to basically wash out our leasing cost and help cover the other incidental costs with respect to putting the field in. Oh, yeah, I don't remember these mods. I barely look at mods anymore, to be quite honest. I'll glance at what's posted every day, but it's purely a glance to basically see, are there any maps out? And if anything really shocks me.
No.
Like that going is like the underground tubing on a heated floor. Cross back and forth. It's one continuous mow.
Yes. How long is the note? Oh, that's $1 lost, wasted.
We have 800,000. We can't be wasting.
That's it. One blade of grass has got to be cut.
Hey, we were a little fretting. We were a little fretting when first night of the stream. Right before the stream, it turned the next day, and our competition went from having like $100,000, $500,000. And we we only added like $100,000 to our total. And we were like,
We've lost.
should we just throw it in now and go, okay, clearly you all have figured something out to bring $500,000 in a game day, so we're just gonna. But Bear and I hit it really hard yesterday. Brought in $700,000. So I'm gonna keep an eye on the Joes. Under $100,000. Cash in the bank is only small story to what they've got going on over there. Did you see anything when you flew in on your saucer?
Yeah, I need a pair of binoculars, you know. I need a telescope. Keep an eye on them, see what they're up to. I could definitely hear pigs though. I can definitely hear them.
Imagine the money we could have made if we weren't fighting Giants physics the whole day.
Oh no. Oh, it's a darn good thing I didn't stream last night. Close to an hour, Darren and I were fighting 20+ fail silage snake. that had gone collision crazy. And it was just squirming and flailing its head all over the place.
Oh, that is
To make matters worse,
imagine.
for whatever reason, one of the bales never turned, so there was this little square bale in the whole mix. Like, that was its top of its head or whatever. And it was rearing up and flailing over and knocking bales everywhere. And we eventually wrestled it and ducked it into a silage area.
Sounds quite frightening. I think I would have ran away. It's going to hit me.
We definitely didn't look like crows. I can only imagine what Darren was saying on his side. Probably wasn't PG.
We had a little bit of practice with Raz the night before.
How did you get off the down and back full?
Well, I went and continued to harvest while you were unloading the trailer the first time. So I still had a little bit in my grain tank.
Oh, okay. I'm surprised no one has really tried to impersonate No Man's Land.
I've had a few that I've had to have taken down of custom edits. Really, someone even sent one into Giants, the forestry version.
Oh, really?
Sorry, hearing a woodpecker and there's no trees around.
Well, we hear at night some Sasquatch or wolf or
Oh, werewolf, yeah.
abominable snowman or something. Plowing in the dark, and I was hearing crickets. That was a nice.
Is that the first time you heard it?
I don't know. Oh, maybe. But no, I was kind of surprised that we haven't seen more really make your own maps other than that flat map.
Yeah. Yeah, give it time. I'm sure there'll be similar versions around.
The Joe side, we've got Jamberry, we've got Nuka-Cola, we've got IA Roadkill, and
Mind you, what else could you do that would make it different on this one? Different set of placeables, maybe?
or different, yeah, different take on things.
Yeah, I did think about doing a US version, you know, using the US map and grass textures and dirt, etc.
That would be
Nah.
cool.
Well, it would be cool.
Except the U.S. grass is
Well, grass.
small corn.
And obviously had a lot of placeable red buildings.
Oh, so you'd have lots of trash.
Oh, I don't know about that. I don't know why there's lots of trash on the American map anyway.
Maybe poles that don't have power lines.
Yeah, poles, no power lines, yeah.
You might want to call it Ravenport.
Just a flatter version.
Maybe a farmhouse that's got a surfboard in it. And,
Yeah, miles away from the beach.
yeah. I thought that's what you were doing when you made the traffic on the right side of the road. When you updated and you put the traffic flow in the right direction.
Yeah, I had a few comments. That's not the side they drive in France. Gotta try and keep everyone happy.
I've talked before. I thought it'd be cool if in the game options there was a toggle for traffic direction.
Yeah,
Like you
reverse
would-
the traffic. Yeah,
Like you'd have the line that was both ways, and the player could toggle which way they wanted the traffic.
yeah, and all it as well. Just the toggle flick the give way junctions. Just the markings.
Yeah.
I mean, yeah, it could be done. Could be done. I mean, by giants themselves, because that part of that would be in the actual main encrypted data part of the game that we can't have, modders can't have access to. But sure, someone could make a script now for PC.
Oh, we could put that challenge out to our master scripter chat. Well, that's what I call GTX, or master.
That's it. Flip the direction of traffic flow.
I mean, half the ideas we come up with, he says, "Oh, I had a script in 17 that did." Never released it. What are your thoughts on what we've seen of the Alpine map so far?
I don't know. I haven't really seen much. I saw a little bit of the demonstration at their, was it FarmCon or something like that. I don't know. At the time, the piece I saw, they were just concentrating on how proud they were about the backdrop and everything to do with the background rather than in the chocolate factory. So chocolate factory.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know. I seen on 17. I saw quite a few maps that were similar in design.
Yeah,
So
so
it doesn't really feel that fresh to me.
I'll be more thrilled with it when it's in the next game so we can tear it apart.
Well, they did say. What was it? They said. Yeah, they changed the way they do the textures, so they're not using that horrible, big, massive texture file. But that implies that we would have access to it.
I like to see more of the. They talked about how they've pseudo modeled the interiors, see through the windows, see into the windows.
The funny cubes.
Yeah.
Inserts. Yeah.
It's not like there are maps out there now that kind of have.
Yeah, it's like a bowed image.
Right.
It's bowed inside.
But when you do drive by, you get a sense of interior, and it does feel better. You drive by those.
I think it's only when you actually stop and examine and study it that you think, well, you know, yeah. But when it's there as just a glancing as you're passing, it works.
So, Giants did put they put a new kind of quest channel in. Ambassador. I put a request in today that thought players, including myself, would be interested in getting some more information about the map. More so than maybe some of these pieces of machinery.
Yeah, definitely.
You know, so like, you know, some fact sheets about the map. Sell points, multiple farms in there, what the multiple farms are. More than talking about chocolate sell point. Or factory sell point.
Yeah. Well, we've got a lovely interior, that chocolate factory, but you can't get in there.
The windy roads. Glad we've got windy roads that have switchbacks. Let me see the PDA. Let me see, like, you know, the lands areas and sell point.
Yeah.
Multiple player farms. We're getting different animal pens or placeable buildings.
Yeah, that'd be interesting.
Hey, Lego X.
Now, if you finally made it where you get a little early copy so you get a feel for it and do a preview video a couple days before it releases.
Yeah.
Will I? I don't know. That's a question. I was trying to read chat after.
Yeah, they tend to like to do that, drop it just a day before, don't they?
I mean, in the past, they've dropped it to their media partner.
Right.
They do that now, or they drop it to the investors. So.
Like one step ahead of them.
I don't know.
Well, I hope you get it, because you put enough time and energy into their stupid game, you ought to at least get something out of it.
So, that's a fun, stupid game.
Well, I say that, and from my end, it's too addicting. I spend time thinking designing it instead of playing it.
It's the mowed grass has a larger view distance than the tractor. So I'm sitting up here on the hill and I'm seeing the mowed grass spawn in. Just this line that's spawning a crop. And then eventually the tractor should.
Yeah, the tool distance. No matter how good your graphic card is, it's still limited.
Well, those fancy new consoles come.
Yeah. I've been trying, I just cannot pre-order one. There's just sold out everywhere.
I heard they're sold out to 2021.
Probably are. Just my luck.
I heard that pre-orders for the PS5 have already exceeded Sony's production capability into the new year.
Yeah, that sounds about right.
I mean,
they do say there will be a lot more, but yeah, if it's going to be before Christmas or not is another thing. Because it's all ready. They said there, give us plenty of time. Nope, just bang, there it was. It was out there. By the time I found out, it was too late.
Oh, they probably sold
Most
out
of them,
in minutes.
50% of them are on eBay.
Pre-orders?
Double the price. Yeah.
Oh, who on earth would buy a pre-order? Someone else.
Exactly.
I did hear that. So the Xbox stuff sold out too. But I hear that there's some folks that have been buying the current gen platform because of course Microsoft and their ever so clear names. Hey, Roadkill, what's up?
Yeah. That's I think that's evil.
Evil is the ones that sell the box and the dumb buyers that buy the box, not realizing the PlayStation's not included.
I suppose, yeah, you can misread that, can't you? The Xbox box.
Right before Christmas, $1,000. That's all they got, box and styrofoam.
Yeah.
Oh, big old fancy meal. Yeah, I'm counting them off. So I think this two harvester concept kind of works.
Yeah, I was doing all right. There ain't much left. If you get done and you want to go ahead and start baling a while so our cows start pooping, that'd be awesome.
All right. Since we've got that ball,
I know nothing.
The animal pen doesn't take straw bales.
I'm sure I did set this. It should do. If I'd done it the same as Sussex, so you can just leave a stack there and it'll take them as and when needed. I'm sure I did set that the same.
Oh, we'll find out here in a minute.
I could be wrong, but I'm pretty sure I did set those up to be the same as on Sussex.
See, I don't know if the competition put their farm out where they put it because they figured you couldn't see way over there. But
yeah.
But my view, I turned my view distance as far as up as it could go, and you see everything over it, fine and dandy. I was wondering where we were going to put our farm, where we were going to put it, like way back there on the map border, as far away from everything as we could, or what. And Raz just slaps it right here down at sell point.
I think it's more convenient where it is.
Yeah. They come up here, or competition come up here and sell us at the windmill. Check our farm out.
Heck, they just walk right in and pet the cows, man. I'm standing there like, you're not on my team.
I'm just going to step out of my tractor. Oh no, my tractor's running away without me. Oh look, it's going over to their territory. We've got to chase it.
Whoa. Chat, reading chat. Yeah. I mean, when Giants put in the straw blowers, they obviously had to give you a reason to use them. So with 19,
well,
they
at the end of the day,
they made it so you couldn't do bales.
I mean, if we really wanted, I could have put a big giant wall right across the map.
That's what I told Raz that when the first day I was like, you know, surprised you didn't like just raise. You put the road in. I'm surprised you just didn't put a giant wall in. It'd be a Game of Thrones wall. Oh, Hunger Games wall. I think I might have watched that once. We get a free grass bale out of this. It has some residual.
Well, I'm just going to put my headphones down while I go and get Monster. BRB.
Billy and Jim and his monsters. So, what's the story with the quad track? It was mysteriously over here on this rock structure.
Ooh, that's better.
Well, you need that monster because it's what, 4 in the morning.
3.
5 hours. 3 in the morning. Oh my gosh. You don't. I got pictures of it. I got pictures of the quad track. Then I saw you driving it back later.
Excuse me. That's busy.
Not bad. 36,000, or just the oats. So far off of this.
My horn didn't sound very loud at all.
Sounds the same as my horn.
Broken.
Yeah, it's quite embarrassing, but that's all we got.
Yeah, especially on a truck horn. Isn't it? What happened to the air horns? You know? All you get is that.
I don't know. I guess we had horns on the tractors back at the farm, but it never worked.
Right. The steering hub was all like cracked out and falling out of it. Did you see the nut that holds it on?
Oh yeah. We replaced the steering wheel on one of ours, and I don't know, it feels weird. Having a tractor with a nice shiny steering wheel that you can read the case or the IH logo on it. But you know, when you thought you were getting real fancy, you got to jump on the Super H with the steel bucket seat. You know, in the middle of summer. when that was when it was nice and hot.
Brings another meaning to it, doesn't it?
Yeah, it's definitely a new meaning to hot ass. Part farmers park in the shade.
Do you get a shade out in the field then?
In the middle of the field, but along the edge there's often trees, so I'll just hang out over here. Driving at 12 miles per hour. 12 miles per hour, so I don't know what 12 KS is. That's whatever baler typically bales at. Farmer Bump, how you doing tonight? Or should I say morning? You're also over there in you're in Australia. So it's tomorrow afternoon maybe. Kilometers. I don't know. I don't keep it in my mind what the kilometers to mile per hour is. So obviously no man's land is that area in France. You like that area in France, but I'm just curious what gave you was the inspiration or the idea behind it all.
Well, I'm not too sure. I started toying with the idea probably before, it was just after Mercury Farms was released. And then I put it on hold while I'd done Washoe. Then I tinkered with it a bit more, and it was on hold again while I'd done Sussex. And for quite a while I didn't have a name for it, and I just remembered a trip going through down through France into Spain and being told on the way about having no man's land pointed out, and the fact that there's no law and all, like no man's land is. I don't know, as I was building that, it just kind of felt right.
the idea of the PDA that's buyable land that's facing the grid, and
That's it. I mean,
going all in with the whole build your own farm or placeable
that was the
concept.
idea. Yeah, was to have it so you know, like a blank canvas. But I didn't want to do kind of like a flat mat, because even though I had the idea way before then, but when the flat mat came out, that's what it felt like, was just a mat from Giant's Editor, rather than, I just wanted to feel that it was somewhere and not just an actual map from GE.
That was weird.
Right.
The first iteration of flat map, it was wow. There really wasn't anything except there were cell points that were burned into the map.
Yeah, I think originally it was a proper map, and it was flattened, and all the sell points and everything were just left there. But there was just no grass, no foliage, nothing. I mean, which is fine for those that, you know. But as I say, I just wanted to have that feeling that it is somewhere in the world, and just it being a empty, lonely, unedited map. That was just, you know, my personal opinion. That's what I want.
Yeah, a reason why it's
I wanted a proper
desolate.
landscape. Yeah.
Why is it desolate? Gotta be and like I said in my map video, kind of felt that it could be a iteration or a hint at kind of the American West during the conceptually the great push west expansion, western expansion way back 1800s, but obviously modern farm equipment concept moving into this
Do you mean
uninhabited
sort of like
area.
when they had powder guns? Guns that you had to load with the powder and the little ball bearing.
Yeah.
But yeah, I mean, the thing is, it wasn't specifically that it had to be, you know, between France and Spain, but there was just my experience. That's where I knew of no man's land.
Thanks for that lovely
At the end of the day,
thing.
you can make it wherever you want it to be.
Guess we'll have to ask Raz where we're at.
Where are we?
We're on the winning team. Winning side.
Yeah, but that's it. That's a fact.
It is.
Yeah, talking of the map where you want it to be, obviously with the snow mod, I've seen someone do it was the North Pole. I don't know how you get anything to grow there, but
Yeah. Well, I mean, with
greenhouses only, I guess.
the always snowing snowmass.
Yeah,
I don't think there are any growth. Or there was that mod that you're talking about. Blanket the map with snow.
I'm not happy banking now. It's been good.
The sub, lovely
yeah, I'm getting
scene.
it too.
I'm glad I'm
Go
not getting it.
forward a foot and I'll go backwards too.
I was getting it the other day for the stream, but my ping wouldn't jump. Stayed where, you know, it was normal.
Yeah.
Then
I'm
it's-
averaging about 70. It's been for quite a while now.
Mine doesn't move. It just fluctuates between 25 and 30. So when it happens, I look over at it.
think it'd be cool if consoles could get the ability to connect to a
Dedicated
server.
Oh,
Yeah.
that would be awesome.
Instead of being limited to peer-to-peer.
I don't see why not. I really don't. I mean, for instance, Fallout 76 on console, you have dedicated servers.
I mean, I think they should get global.
So, it's possible.
Are you trying to incite a not a riot anymore? Protest? Are you trying to incite a protest?
Just say it'd be funny, a bunch of 8-year-olds trying to figure out how to do stuff and say it's junk and it's broken and you just don't know how to do it.
But yeah, I don't know if it's can't found this console. One of the two console parties. But I hear that Microsoft is typically open to cross-play.
Yeah.
Sony. I don't see why, other than someone just not permitting it, why a PC player and a console player couldn't play together as long as the PC player wasn't
Some
using
games will be fine for that, but I wouldn't recommend it for all games because of potentially, hackers on the PC side ruining it for console players.
Yeah.
In certain games, that is possible.
Yeah, I mean, like if like we're playing here, just DLC, just basic game equipment. If we took all the PC script mods out that we're using, kind of player convenience, there should be no reason why console player couldn't join us because we're on a console map. Everything that's on console as far as equipment and placeable, but it just then you're gonna have some guy with his console that just leaves it on.
Almost full doing that myself at one point, but it still takes up the characters. So.
And then, are you all limited to 4 cars?
Limited to characters. I think it's 6, I think, on console. I'm not really 100% sure.
I think we have 8. Yeah, it's over there on the little road. It's out there outside of ownable land. We can't pick it up. Yeah, based on the number of bales that we've gotten off of here so far, yeah, we're gonna put this into Yeah, it's over on no man's land. Aaron, I think based on the amount of bales that we got off the lower half of it, once we get the straw off here, plant grass down on it.
Yeah, I agree.
Probably get rid of that little piddly digestate spreader and angel. Anyway. What I've heard it described, i.e. roadkill, is a little less night. Usually it starts with a C-R-A-P. No straw. Then earlier today I was thinking about the fact that since we had to switch over here to the fast baler, I know the fast baler limits the speed based on wrapping and everything. If it was going to be more effective to put a front mower on this and then bale
on the back.
Baler on the back, if that was going to be faster than mowing the field with the 3 mowers and then trying to bale 3 mower widths time, but of course slow the baler down. But I don't think it slows it down that much.
Definitely worth testing it.
I mean, the max we can go is 12. So if 1 mower width keeps it at 12.
Yeah.
I think you can probably go 5, maybe 5 or 6 with butterfly mowers and the front mower. That's only half the speed, going 3 passes and 1 pass.
Yes, there's a bale destroyer in that trigger. Thank you, Lord.
These motors we got, do they actually join together as for a unit? The mowers, do the front and back actually join together as one unit?
No. You have to buy the in-game mowers. Because the in-game mowers don't windrow.
No.
Farmer Bump, we just bought tractors we thought were good value for their horsepower. So, and since we have to lease everything, tractor is $980 a day and $2,000 per operating hour for its horsepower rating. So basically, we just looked at what was the daily and hourly leasing rates.
Stick down a GTX round bale straw.
Yeah, we probably should be nice server citizens and do that so that bales aren't trying to be rendered all the time. Although, I gotta think we had how many hundreds of bales yesterday on the field? Because we basically baled that whole area up there.
Yeah, some I thought was gonna be quick, like 12:30 at night.
No, lost it a good hour fighting the bale snake. We got Darren and Alien Jim over here. Raz is at work. And JFK, I think, is still on vacation. As far as players, no. We happen to currently have 3 tractors at the farm down here. Mostly just because we needed a big horsepower tractor for the plow of this field here.
It's all this. Are you driving over straw? I mean,
oh, driving over straw. There's oats here, yeah.
I wonder how I got this. Alrighty.
I think you filled up. You went and unloaded, and then went and unloaded the trailer. I guess we're so ready to be done the oats. So we have 3. We've got this tractor. We've got the Fent down there. We needed obviously a tractor with front loader arms, and that one was good horsepower with front loader arms. We've got a skid steer down there that we originally bought to help with the wrapping of the square bales. So we might get rid of the skid steer. It probably doesn't really have a purpose anymore. And then we got the big Valtra because we wanted horsepower to run the plow for this field, and we subsequently plowed that field in. Really just kept the Valtra at this point. And if it's useful, you know, if we have 3 players on at any given time, then we'll have 3 tractors so we can all be productive at the same point. Now, what crashed the server was that dang bale wrapper. It was glitching out on us. As soon as we ditched that bale wrapper.
All I know is this twin bell better take this. All 300.
So let's take a look at our finances for everybody. So this was our work yesterday. $54,000 in lease expenses, $24,000 in income from our greenhouses, $732,000 worth of silage bales, for a net of $634. Today we've got $70,000 in lease costs. Been rather busy. Only made $10,000 so far in our greenhouses. It is only 10 a.m. As long as we keep water and manure in those, we should expect 24 grand. $42,000 from our oats. That's going to help offset some of our lease cost. We really only put oats down because we wanted the straw. Well, Eric, it's just... Is windrowing going to make this any faster? I don't know. I'd have to run up and down the field with the windrower. Then I'd have to get the baler and run up and down the field. Seems like I'm going to have to run up and down the field about the same amount. Those. have $93,000. And again, that you should know what the Joes have. So the only reason we have the oats is we wanted the straw. And the straw is obviously so we can get poo. Okay? Because the manure will double our income for greenhouses, and obviously the manure is going to pay a pretty good penny at the BGA. Well, that's what Alien Jim's doing up there. He's just one long continuous mowing loop. Up and he loops and comes back. Talking about that earlier. Kind of fun to watch different people mow different ways. Yeah, we also made hay off of this field. Mowed it for grass, then we mowed it for hay. Because we're gonna, make mixed rations. And also make mixed rations with the straw to maximize production of the numus. Probably buy some more cows later today. I haven't bothered buying a milk trailer. Figure we just wait till it was a decent price.
Right.
I was watching How Farms Work, and they apparently got a Yukon round baler to demo. And
Yeah,
apparently
same thing. That looked pretty good.
the back door like opens and slams like fast. Or ramp the balers just dump out of. Yeah, I thought that baler would go well with the coon rake. Get rid of that John Deere thing.
And John Deere thing. That's personal opinion.
Oh, are you a green fan?
No, I mean, right, but I don't know. I just
Pet
too much
green.
in your face. I think
Pet green, that is.
too much green in your face.
Yeah, when 19 came out, I was kind of on a John Deere embargo. Too hyped.
Yeah.
There's that Batwing mower that came out the other week. John Deere mower. Nice. Looks cool. I like the fact that you can set it to not drop grass. Like if you were role playing that you were brush hogging it and don't really need grass or want grass. But
Yeah.
but I thought to myself, you know, because everyone was oohing over it because it was a John Deere mower. I started wondering if the same mod came out and it was different color, would it get, how many downloads would it get? The exact same mod, just not green. Would it get like a tenth the downloads, half the downloads? Are most of these John Deere mods out there just because people are like, if it's John Deere, people just download it?
Doesn't matter if it's useful or not. Go ahead.
Hey, screen power. What's your wish list for the next farm sim?
From a modder's point of view, I think to have idle characters. I don't mean just like static, but have some sort of movement as they just stand around. You know, shop counters, street corners, whatever. You know, it'd just be nice to have a bit of life to a map and not a frozen object.
I think isn't Hop
You
working
can
like
do
that
that
now?
on PC. Yeah, you can do that on PC.
Oh, okay, but
Yeah.
Uh,
I'm just talking about in general for that, you know, console.
okay, so that
Yeah,
console
that-
doesn't work.
yeah. It's not that I just only play console. It's that, you know, we can have a good it's yeah, if it works on console, it works on everything. That's how it should be, really. Everything just should work. But it'd be nice to have those. And animations, to have the ability to have an animation loop or auto play, not having to hit a trigger or maybe like an area effect trigger. But it can loop without actually rewinding, playing backwards. So you can get to the end and then just snap to the beginning and repeat.
So like if as you're pulling up to an area, like start seeing things happen.
Yeah.
You've got some, like on one of your maps, maybe it was Sussex, one of them, you had that climb, it was a crane, or right?
Oh right, yeah.
So instead of having to activate it, like as you
Yeah.
get
knows
within
you
a certain
turn up
distance, you see it
and
start to do
yeah.
its thing.
Yeah. And there's certain things that I like in animations where, because the way they work is they play forward and then they reverse, playing backwards. It'd be nice if you just have them, you know, play their sequence and then just start again from the beginning and play forwards without playing forwards and back and forwards and back. The objects that you can move, so like the helicopter for instance, if I wanted that to fly, take off and fly, I can do that. Well, the only problem is it has to do it in reverse to go back to the beginning. So it wouldn't be fun seeing a helicopter coming in backwards then land.
You can't on console put it like on the train spline or a car spline where it would just like take off and go around in some path and then land and take off.
As I say, the way it works is on the spine, if you do that, you haven't really got much control, they're just forward motion. And helicopter just, you know, as it goes up, if it was on the spine, it would face up, point up, going up. To follow the spline line, rather than how a helicopter is just like level all the time as it comes in and lands.
Yeah. Hey, Raznik, what's up? Hi, Rookhill says, good night to all. Good night. Master Builder is in chat. Got a break from work.
Oh, well, maybe you better show them where I put the straw thing. I just went ahead and did it, but I'm so afraid I messed up his farm.
Don't you? Haven't you seen his videos? He just plops things down and then fix it later. He does everything in backwards order. I mean, he put a bridge down and then made a river underneath it. Who in their right mind would just build a bridge and then build a river underneath it? You go to a river and you put a bridge over it. You don't put a bridge down and then make your river under it. That's wrong.
I did have someone message me and say, "I'll put a bridge down, but I can't make the river go under it." You don't think under the bridge, no, it is occlusion, so you might have a bit of trouble there.
That's probably cheating because he placing.
Yeah.
Us PC players, we don't have skill. We just make up for our lack of good gameplay.
I mean, I give it some scripts can be good gameplay.
I think your bale building looks great from way up here.
Yeah, I think they're done pretty perfect.
Yeah, Farmer Bump, you didn't get to see the bale snake.
I hate the skill from.
You were all robotic down there.
But no, it takes time. I can be on it for a day. Not happy with it.
I just left and came back. Maybe y'all sound better now. All robotic.
Oh, Master Builder, what have you done? Oh no. Right. Turn that one off. Hold.
Yeah, I was getting really bad pings according to Discord to the voice server, so I just disconnected and reconnected and everything's good.
Okay.
You didn't fall in Raznik's gorge over.
No, I've grounded myself on a lump. Hump.
Like one of us to come over at ramming speed.
That was almost the case. Yeah, managed to get out. These are like steps over here. By the whatever you want to call that. River, quarry.
So Golden Eye, do you go for sweet tea or unsweetened tea? I'll tell you the honest truth. I drink both. And half the time I don't even realize which one I'm drinking. Growing up, we had unsweetened tea, and if you wanted it sweetened, you could put your own in. But wife comes from down south where you strain your tea with sugar. So if it's not loaded with sugar, he recoils like it's foul devil's liquid. Like, did you not put sugar in this? Like, I don't know, it tastes fine to me.
But I guess dynamic ground would be the most priority, top of the list, wish for on the next farm sim.
Oh, so you can actually dig up the ground, or you would ground deformation.
Yeah, and use an extra filter. Yeah, or bulldozer to act as like a as the landscaping tool. Yes, it would take longer to flatten out a whole big area, but I'm sure getting in a bulldozer to flatten out the grounds would be more fun. Than just using a green square or circle. Moving it across the map.
Alright, so we were bailing over there at 12 pretty handily. Let's come over here. Three windrows. 5 miles. Half as fast, but we're mowing 3 mower widths.
Understeer, stop it.
Yeah, I don't know. Raz says he'd settle with visually dynamic like SnowRunner does it.
Yeah, I didn't want to mention any names, but yes.
SnowRunner kind of resets.
It does, doesn't it, when you reload in. Yeah, it'd be nice to have that kind of mushy ground system, but it'd be nice to actually use implements and whatever tools and that to change the ground state in a landscaping capacity way.
Raz wants to know if you're having fun.
No, because he's not here.
Oh, no, he can only be here in spirit.
Have fun if he's not here.
He'll be here all week. He can only be in here in spirit because he's got to save lives. Yeah, when people start talking about dynamic ground and they start talking about SnowRunner, I start getting really worried about massive exaggerations, field divots.
Yeah, I mean,
everything being so bogged down, it's like, oh my god, it's like going spinning wheels and getting nowhere. I see videos of farmers in the Midwest, or maybe even farmers in Europe, tractors that are buried in this
Mud.
slimy mud up to their axles. And it's like, how do you even get in that without being like completely inept? You should have never even drove the thing in there.
Yeah.
In that type of mud. That can't be normal.
For me, personally, I'd say I'd like that kind of ground system, not for the sliding around, slipping about, wheel spinning and that, but for leaving tyre grooves.
Yeah.
You know, it just changes the state of the ground every time you drive past through a certain area. You know, that would be my kind of dynamic ground. Not necessarily just to make it tough
Yeah,
to drive through.
that game you were playing where the people kept walking and eventually they wore a path.
Yeah, that's it.
Cool.
Yeah.
Yeah, so real subtle.
Take shortcuts, and these shortcuts, you know, slowly become, you know, dirt roads.
Real subtle.
Yeah. I don't mean like, you know, proper slushy mud, like it's not, you know. No, I wouldn't want to be driving a tractor around, you know, trying to get from A to B before you even do any work.
I mean, it's
That's a
probably
day gone.
probably like that up in Pennsylvania too, but where I grew up in Maryland, didn't ever get that much because we got so much rock in the ground.
Yeah.
You know? Go out and dig a hole. It's like, are you kidding me? I can probably dig about 6 inches down before I start really dealing with rock.
Yeah, I mean, an obvious mud hole you would know, and you should be smart enough not to go in.
Right. We would have to work super darn hard to get a tractor buried down to its axles. Inevitably, we would have enough rock in the ground. The tractor would just get enough traction to pull itself through.
Oh, and another thing that's kind of missing from the game, puddle splash.
Yeah, I like the dynamic water that's drive through it and
Yeah.
I like the water that was in Red Dead Redemption 2. When you walk through it or horse rides through it.
I haven't played that, so I don't know. But when the intro came out for 19, you had the farmer, you know, foot splash in a little puddle, and I actually thought, oh, cool, is it? Because then, like, sort of like focused on it a little. But they're trying to say that we can splash in a puddle now.
Yeah, kind of like the dog in your truck.
Yeah, that's it. Yeah.
That thing turned out to be useless.
Ah, yes.
It's all a carrot on a stick.
Difference between a CGI and
Yeah.
real gameplay. Yeah, it's. I think Farmer Andy's using like probably the mud script to do that. I guess.
Well, as pathetic as those windrows were that we put out with those combines, we sort of got a lot of bales.
Well, we did go back and forth one. And they were 5 meters. The headers were 5 meters each. Yeah. I don't know how many bales we got, but I see the stack in the building. Pretty good. How much more you got up there?
This another trailer load already took 3 down, I think.
24 each. The oats brought in 40-some thousand, 42,000 in oats because we got 600 plus at the bakery. compared to under 500 at the other shops. Alright guys, well I think that is going to do us for the night. I'll be doing some more baling, but not a whole lot of baling before I turn in for the evening. But we got the field of oats cleared off, we got the straw cleared off. I think based on the number of bales that we got, probably put that on in grass and get at least 1 or 2 cuttings off of the grass. I'd like to get at least 2 cuttings off the field with grass before we need to dump oats back on it. Get more straw. Got a huge plowed area over here. Massive, massive plowed area. And we plowed it in because, well, that used to be all forest. And that was pretty weak grass. So,
oh no, man, I just did something terrible.
Oh, what did you?
The fence didn't tell me that it was like, it didn't beep to tell me it was out of gas fuel.
You ran out of fuel. Nope.
Can you hear me?
Problem. You can't reset it. You have to return it. Or are we gonna release?
Alright, I'll look to see how expensive one of those suckers are.
I can't shove you the whole distance.
Yeah, I know, that would take forever. We need like a wheel loader and we carry it.
I had enough problems trying to shove the Volt with 10 meters. Ran out of fuel. Alright, any rate, you guys won't get to see us trying to figure out how to get fuel in a tractor halfway across the map. We'll be back on, I don't know, might stream on Monday. We'll see. So it's going to depend on where we are with respect to the server time at stream time. We were very lucky to have daylight when we streamed at this time. Well, Eric, we know all about the fuel gauge, but the problem is that but the problem is we have more fuel usage in, so we burn through fuel a whole lot faster than normal. And if we're not paying attention to what we're doing, it will run out.
I'm trying to use my phone.
There he is. Raznik is in those.
Trying on my phone. It's
all right.
Kind of hard.
All right. Now that Raznik's here, definitely
Who
cutting
is
the
that?
stream off.
Sounds different.
Oh, it's me.
No, I don't believe it.
I do have a
Oscar.
couple clones.
Yeah,
Oscar.
an imposter.
Get the ray out and hit him with the ray gun.
How about that? I'll keep my prodding stick away from him.
So until next time, guys.
Well, it's
Happy
nice to
farming.
meet you, Alien Jim. Kinda.
Hello.